Taste it. Wait, which one do we start with? Oh yeah. Show them the packed up. Other side.
Strawberry ice cream.
Okay. Oh.
Kind of just tastes like a Skittle. Go orange cake.
I'm scared. And there's like a yellow Skittle. Oh, that's fascinating. Cool.
Berry cheesecake.
Yeah. It's okay.
Lemon
Cabin crew prepare all manual safety briefing.
Sorry if you can see the dust floating in front of my face. I feel like I just went on the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland and blew the ashes. Hi Gabatrons, welcome back to my channel, or to my channel. Can't be both. This is my last video in my travel series, the last video in my travel series. I have done 3 other videos so far of my Euro summer.
London, I went to Rome, I went to Paris, and then I slowed things right down and went to Edinburgh.
Why don't you bring it over?
Oh, what's that chorus of Scottish laughter? Because I just said Euro summer and went to Edinburgh. I'll have you know I had a great time. I'm actually mourning Scotland the most for some reason recently. But we basically went to Europe to see my family who lives in Scotland. But also before that, Paris, London, Rome, whatever. We arrived at our Airbnb late afternoon and we just went on a walk. We had pizza for dinner and I had the best pizza I've had all of my Europe trip, and that's because Edinburgh caters to vegans. Isn't that sweet? So I actually had a really good time food-wise in Edinburgh. Second day wasn't really vlog material, but I got to see where my mum's father grew up, who I never met, but it was nice to see that his house had character. A little yellow house, and he was right by the water. It was just nice to see where he lived. My mum loved it. And we headed up north a little bit and we met some family. We had a little bowling club rented out. On the second full day, it was raining. Who was gonna warn us? I totally recommend this if you're in Edinburgh, but there's the Surgeons Museum. I'm really interested in like specifically psychopathology because I do psych at uni, and I not love brain disease, but I love learning about brain disease, so that was really cool. I got to see that. There was also a floor about dentistry, just like modern surgery, and I wrote down a few things that I found interesting because obviously you're in a museum with human remains. Can't film it for some reason, isn't that weird? One of the interesting things I learnt was that they used to practice surgery on criminals. So if you were a well-known murderer at the time, your body was full range. I'll come back.
Whichever hypnotist that hasn't had the
I kept saying I last night. But do you hear any stories?
They said Kilo looks like that.
Does that make you
We were 3 weeks into the trip at this point, and we had bought about 20 things between us, so we decided to go shopping, and I'm going to show you everything I got in Scotland. I also bought a little kitten hoodie. The only problem with that kitten hoodie is the lint inside sheds. Looks like a snowy capped mountain in my room whenever I put it on or take it off. That's annoying. But other than that, a great purchase. And then I also have a flower top that's been worn a bunch of times. It's in the wash right now. Sorry if you hate outfit repeating, but I don't. On day 3, we went to Edinburgh Castle. Fuck. That shouldn't have been difficult to remember, but anyways, to Edinburgh Castle, trying to remember the notable parts. I think it was colder. Can I definitively say I feel connected to my Scottish heritage after seeing that castle? Well, no, I'm just a girl. A New Zealand one at that, and got to see, I can't really remember what they were referring to it as. They were kind of like, yo, gather in this little courtyard at this time and we'll shoot something off. Everyone was like, hell yeah, let's do it. This massive street is called the Royal Mile, I believe. Beautiful shops, some beautiful music, not all. We also got to see a fucking owl. So gorgeous, majestic, beautiful, stunning. Club, another club. Not sure what this church is called, but it was actually controversially my favorite for some reason. I really liked the colouring of it. It felt very wooden and old. Something about this church in Scotland of all places was my favorite, so that was really cool. last activity we did on that day was we went to this place called Mary King's Close, and I don't know how to describe it, to be honest. You're in Scotland and you want to know their heritage, you want to know their history. It's this little tour of like underground, and they showed you where people used to live. Part of the not cool history but interesting history was that a lot of people down there had to like kind of quarantine in these like close quarters, but this was during the time of the Black Plague. Got to learn all about how people did it back then, how they signaled to each other that they had the plague. It was very interesting. Tour guide was amazing.
Very nice.
I was saying that you know.
Right at the bottom of the Royal Mile, you get to see Arthur's Pass. Arthur's Seat, is that what it's called? Am I getting my Arthur's confused? It's very gorgeous. We just got to sit and soak it in for a little bit. I love the Scottish countryside. It reminds me of New Zealand countryside. Go figure. On the final day, trip coming to a close, like this is the last video in my series. The first thing we did, activity-wise, was Dean Village. For some reason, I was so convinced that Saltburn was filmed here. So Saltburn was filmed in England. Anyways, very cute village, very gorgeous. The next visit we went to was Palace of Holyrood. With all these like royal palaces, you're not really allowed to film. The only thing I like notably remember looking at a painting and being like, wow, people look a lot less inbred these days. And right on cue, my little audio player was like, this lady married her second cousin. So that was awesome. Second thing I remember was I got very chilly halfway through, like at a random point, and again on cue the little audio player was telling me that someone was murdered in the next room over. Okay, I'm not trying to claim any supernatural powers here, but I thought that was odd. Those are real things that happen. I'm not saying they're connected, I'm just saying they did happen, and I thought that was weird. Got to see the outdoor, I got to film outdoors as well. Then we went to what was the last thing we did? We went to this beautiful street again up the Royal Mile. I'm kind of annoyed that we didn't know that that was there previous day because we were going uphill this time. That's the last thing we did on our like trip officially, and I don't really think you care about the journey home. If you do happen to, I got sick. Like literally, thank God I got through the London to Singapore flight without feeling sick, but on that flight my sinuses started to play up. I was then sick for the next week. That was my trip, guys. Thank you so much for watching and for all the love on this series. Stick around if you want to see more of me. I love you. Thank you for watching. Bye.